Hello everyone. I wanted to guide you through some simple yoga exercises for your upper body strength and hamstring flexibility. Now, the first thing you'll do is get 2 blocks, and we'll practice our chaturanga push-ups. Start by taking your blocks immediately behind your forearms, and challenge yourself to bend your elbows without knocking over your blocks. And let's do 10 chaturanga push-ups. Exhale, bend your elbows, and go halfway down, and inhale, back up. Do 10 of these, trying to get your shoulders in line with your elbows each time, trying to not knock over your blocks by bending your elbows backwards, and trying not to let your elbows bend to the side either, but hugging the elbows in to the ribs. After you do 10 of those, then let's meet in downward facing dog, and you can set your blocks aside. From downward dog, walk your hands backwards and come into a restorative forward fold with the backs of your hands on your mat in order to give yourself a nice wrist stretch. The more you're on your hands, the more you want to be mindful and take care of your wrists. Breathe deeply here and allow your hamstrings to expand and relax. Walking your hands back out to downward dog. Shift forward to plank pose again and drop onto your forearms. And we'll do 10 forearm push-ups. The challenge here is to decrease the angle in your elbows and let your nose touch the ground. Try to do 10 of these with your breath. After you do 10, press back up to plank pose, press back up to downward facing dog, and then walk your hands backwards again. And we'll do a different forward fold this time. This time what you might call gorilla posture, and actually stepping on your palms, getting the same wrist stretch as before, but deepening the hamstring stretch. See if you can get your toes all the way up to your wrists. Breathe deeply here. And from here, take your hands out in front of you. Walk your hands back out to downward facing dog. And from downward facing dog, we'll do what we call dolphin presses by bending your elbows down all the way to the mat and pressing yourself back up to downward facing dog. See if you could do 10 of these once again with the breath. After you do your 10th one, you can once again walk your hands back to your feet. And for this forward fold, have your first 2 fingers grab your big toes, have your elbows come out wide, and pull yourself down for another hamstring stretch. Breathe deeply here once again, catching your breath and slowing down. From here, walk your hands back out and drop your elbows once again to the mat for Dolphin Pose. And we'll do 10 dolphin presses. Once again, decreasing the angle in the elbows and trying to get your nose to the ground, but pressing the elbows above the head as much as you can for Dolphin Pose each time. Try to do 10 of these once again with the breath, really beginning to feel your triceps and deltoids working. After you do 10, straighten the arms for downward dog and walk your hands back to your feet once again. For our forward fold this time, let's grab our own calves. And focus here on bringing the belly towards the thighs and your nose towards your toes. Many people overly round the spine in their forward folds, which we don't want to do. Continue to breathe, continue to reach your heart and your nose towards your toes. All right, for our next exercise, we'll do 10 downward dog push-ups. So from downward dog, you can lift your head and bend your elbows. See if you can get your nose to the mat. Try to keep your hips high. Try to keep the hinge at your hips. And try to keep the elbows in the entire time. Try to keep the breath to pace you as you exhale down and inhale up. Do 10 of these. After you do 10 of these, then we can rest in child's pose. And those 5 exercises you can do at any point in your practice. I might recommend that if you are looking to find your arm balances or even a handstand in your practice, to do these exercises 3 times throughout a 1 hour or 90-minute yoga practice. They are all very easy to integrate into any vinyasa flow. Anytime you find yourself in a downward dog, feel free to do any of these exercises. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoy these exercises and continue to implement them in your practice. Have a wonderful day.